sense when it comes to finding impaired drivers.
Oh, look at that.
And at an RBT lineup in Newcastle,
They're going to get that? Didn't want to come in.
one moment's hesitation puts this driver under the spotlight.
Bring him in.
Just push him down the end. Just pulled up short.
But with multiple units on standby, there's nowhere to run.
Before this stop is over, officers are going to hear a confession that seems impossible to explain. A driver openly admits to drinking bourbon while behind the wheel. An open bottle is sitting inside the vehicle, and every sign points toward an impaired driving arrest. But then, something happens that completely changes the investigation and leaves even the officers questioning what's really going on. Was this driver impaired? Was there something else at play? Or is there another explanation, hiding in plain sight? Watch closely, because every question the officers ask and every decision they make becomes more important as the stop unfolds.
Evening, driver. Yeah, my name's Andrew Gilmore from Newcastle Highway Patrol. Have you had anything to drink this evening?
I have.
How many drinks have you had today, sir?
I had 2 bourbon and cokes at Shoal Bay Country Club around 5 o'clock.
Yep. Is that all?
No.
You've had a few more since then, have you?
I've got a long neck here with me.
And you've been drinking in the car, have you?
I have.
You understand that's an offence, sir?
Only if I'm over, isn't it?
No, you're not allowed to drink any alcohol in a motor vehicle whatsoever. It's an offence. So where's the long neck?
Yeah.
How much of that have you had? Pull it out. It's nearly half gone.
That's from Anna Bay.
Damien bought a long neck mixer of bourbon and cola to keep him company on the 3-hour drive to Sydney.
So you're drinking Woodstock bourbon whilst you're driving? That's not real good, is it?
And that's just topping up on what he had at the club.
When was your last sip?
Probably about 15 minutes ago.
Is that the only other bourbon that you've consumed apart from the 2 at Shoal Bay?
Yeah.
All right.
Having already admitted to drinking whilst driving, Damien is put straight on the tube.
Bloody
What I need you to do, put your lips right around and blow. No. Not hard. Nice and steady. Right,
Yep.
Just pretend you're blowing up a balloon, but just nice and steady. You don't have to blow the actual backside out of it, okay? And lips around, blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you, that's fine.
Officer Gil.
This is where the entire stop takes an unexpected turn. The officer has an admission of drinking, an open alcoholic beverage inside the vehicle, and the driver even says he took a sip only minutes earlier. Under normal circumstances, everyone expects a positive breath test. Instead, the device reads 0, instantly creating a contradiction that officers can't simply ignore. Rather than jumping to conclusions, Officer Gilmore stays methodical and continues gathering evidence before making any decision. That's exactly how roadside investigations are supposed to work. One piece of evidence rarely tells the whole story. What do you think at this point? Would you trust the breathalyzer? Or would you be just as skeptical given everything the driver has already admitted?
Gilmore's gut instinct is that Damien will blow over. And the result shocks everyone.
Appeared that he might be very well trying to make a U-turn to turn around and head the other way, but really had nowhere to go in the end.
Damien's moment of indecision may have been down to the bourbon he was necking on his 200k trip back to Sydney.
And lips around, blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you, that's fine.
Damien's long journey home could now come to a screeching halt. Or maybe not.
How can that be?
That's what I don't understand. But definitely showing up 0.
Regardless of the 0 results, Officer Gilmore is not impressed.
Why would you drink and drive?
I'm going to Sydney, so I just thought,
But why would you drink alcohol whilst you're driving?
it's not going to intoxicate me.
How do you know? Any bit of alcohol, especially that amount of alcohol, is going to have some effect. Have you got a drinking problem?
No. I dropped my daughter at Anna Bay and the bottle shop was there. I thought, I'd just have a bourbon on my way to Sydney.
All right.
Suspicious the breathalyzer might be faulty, Officer Gilmore isn't taking any chances.
I have to apologise, but I'm going to have to retest you. I believe that the machine that I've got, there might be something wrong with it, okay?
I like the first reading.
Well, I can understand that. Look, what I need you to do, lips around
Same again.
and blow nice and steady. Go ahead now, blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop now, thank you.
This second test should set the record straight.
No, it's all fine. Can you just hop out of the car for me, please?
You don't want me to pull up?
No, I just want you to hop out.
Damien says he's had a drink, there's an open bottle of bourbon on the seat, and he still blew zero. So could the drinking story be a red herring to mask something else?
Have you had any other substance this evening?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Nope.
It's just I'm looking at your eyes and they just don't look.
Notice how the investigation shifts focus without the officer becoming confrontational. Once alcohol no longer appears to explain the driver's condition, Officer Gilmore starts considering other possibilities, including fatigue or drug impairment. That's an important part of roadside policing. Officers are trained to reassess the situation whenever new information doesn't fit the original theory. Dilated eyes, unusual behavior, or inconsistent statements don't automatically prove impairment, but they can justify additional checks to rule out potential risks before someone continues driving. Instead of rushing to an arrest, the officer keeps asking questions and gathering observations. If you were in this officer's position, would you let the driver leave after 2-0 readings, or would you continue investigating until you were completely satisfied?
Right to me.
Mate, I'm fine. I just drove from Sydney to Newcastle, spent 2 hours with my daughter. Now I gotta drive home. Maybe you can test me for whatever. It's fine.
You haven't had any illicit substances whatsoever?
No, mate, I gotta drive back home.
No, that's not the issue. I'm saying a lot of people, they're tired, take illicit substances to make sure that they can drive further and further and further.
No.
In Newcastle, Damien was drinking bourbon at the wheel, but despite this, he's blown zero on 2 separate breathalyzers, surprising both police and himself. But Officer Gilmore is not convinced.
His eyes were slightly dilated. There's a possibility that he might have been under influence of something else. So therefore, it's always better to be safe and sorry. I don't want to put another person on the road that might be affected by some illicit drug and then put, you know, our families in jeopardy on the road. You haven't had any illicit substances whatsoever?
No, mate, I gotta drive back home.
No, that's not the issue. I'm saying a lot of people, they're tired, take illicit substances to make sure that they can drive further and further and further.
No.
Just over here, thank you. Just walk up here. If you do me a favour, just walk right across to those officers in a straight line and then turn around and come back for me, thank you.
In the absence of a drug testing kit, police put Damien through his paces, the old-fashioned way.
All right. Just take your finger and point, close your eyes and try and point the end of your nose. All right. You seem okay.
I'm fine.
All right, mate. Look, infringement for that, and then you'll be on your way, but...
How much is the infringement?
$303, I think.
Nah.
Well, mate, you can't drink and drive. It's just silly. We've got to understand that no matter what alcohol we drink, we can't drink it on a motor vehicle. You could put yourself in a position where, you know, you could lose everything. If you haven't got a lid with that, then I'd like you to dispose of it, because I'm not going to let you drive with that in the car again and then take the bottle with you. Thank you very much. All right, mate.
Expensive lesson?
I think it should be an expensive lesson, mate. You put yourself at risk and others at risk by doing that, okay?
Nice to meet you, Andrew. I wish
Lovely.
it had been under
Take it
better
easy, mate.
circumstances.
Take it easy. The last thing I was going to do is let him have that bottle so we can have another drink. Hopefully he's learnt from it.
This stop is a great example of why experienced officers rely on the totality of the circumstances instead of one single piece of evidence. Even though the driver admitted to drinking while driving, 2 breath tests returned 0, forcing police to adapt their investigation instead of making assumptions. They looked for other signs of impairment, conducted additional roadside assessments, and ultimately focused on preventing a potentially dangerous situation, rather than rushing to an unnecessary arrest. It's also a reminder that consuming alcohol inside a vehicle can still lead to legal consequences, even when the breathalyzer doesn't show impairment. Cases like this demonstrate how roadside investigations often involve careful judgment, patience, and constant reassessment. If you found this breakdown as intense as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life body cam breakdowns.